Good morning, dear friends. As you know, I am Professor Harsha Gangavani from GS College of Commerce, Wardha, from BCCA department, and I am going to teach you the subject name, that is Core Java. Today's my topic is the function and constructor. That means we are knowing the difference between the function and constructor. How we can declare the function, how we can assign the function, how we can define the function, and how we can call the function. This particular part I already told you in my previous lecture, that is functioning. So what is the difference between function and constructor? So first, the prototype of function, it is nothing but the return type, then function name, then parameter list. And this is nothing but, in curly brace, we just write down this statement. This block of the statement, it is nothing but the body of the function. You can say body of function. Okay, so the example of this particular prototype, it is nothing but int. It is nothing but the return type. Function name like get data, and in parameter list we just write the int x, int y. That means this function having the return type, the function name is get data, and int x, int y are the parameters. Okay, and we just write the body of get data. Then what is the difference between the particular function and the constructor? So there are some rules and regulations for the defining the constructor. First rule, the function name, that means the constructor name, should be same as a class name, whereas the in function we does not bother about the class name. So if I want to define the constructor, then I have to define first class like xyz, the name of that particular function, that means the constructor, it is nothing but same as a class name. Okay. Second, the second rule is it does not have any return type, or we can say it does not have any return type, not even a void. So we cannot define anything, we cannot write anything as the return type. So the prototype of the constructor, it is nothing but the class name and parameter list. Okay, the class name, you have to define the class first, and then you should provide the name of that particular function as a class name, so it become a constructor. So first rule, we have to provide the function name as a class name. Second rule, it does not have any return type or not even a void. Okay, so after that, after defining the function, I switch on the function. After defining the function, we have to call those particular function by the object name. Means we have to define the first class, and then we have to define the object of that particular class, and we have to call this particular function by using the prototype. That is nothing but the object name, function name, and as per the parameter list which we given in the definition. Okay, so the third rule, when we use the function, that is nothing but we have to call that particular function explicitly, okay, by using the object name. But in our constructor, we does not call those particular constructor with the object. That means we does not call the constructor explicitly. Why? Because constructor are used to initialize the object. Constructor are used to initialize the object. That's why when we create the object, then and then only the constructor will be called when we use the function. So the rules for the constructor: first, the name of the constructor, it is nothing but the same as a class name. Second one, it does not have any return type, not even a void. Then next is, it does not call explicitly. That means we don't use the object for calling the constructor. And fourth, it is used to initialize the object. What is the type of constructor? Yes. So this is the particular basic difference between the constructor and function. We just use those rule for defining the constructor, and we just use the constructor type, like constructor which having two types. First, default constructor, which we always use to construct our object or create our object. So first one is a default constructor and second one is a parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor. So dear friends, you know the difference between the function and constructor now. But you already heard about the constructor in C++, but there are three types of the constructor. First is a default constructor, second one is a parameterized constructor, and third one is a copy constructor. So that particular part is not allowed in core Java. Why? Because Java does not support the pointer concept. Okay. So the pointer concept is absent in core Java. That's why we cannot create the third type of constructor, that is copy constructor. So the core Java does not support the copy constructor. So there are only two types of constructor, that is default constructor and parameterized constructor. So the default constructor, that means the prototype of default constructor is class name and empty parenthesis. It is nothing but the default constructor. And second one is class name and parameter list. It is nothing but the parameterized constructor. So how we can create the constructor and how we can call the constructor? I just give the example, like create the class first, like xyz. Okay, this is the class. After that, I just create the two variable, like int sal and string name. Okay, so after that I have to assign some value to sal and name, and we know the constructor are used to initialize the object. So I just create the constructor which doesn't have any parameter, that means the default constructor, first one, and second I just initialize the variable. Those are the variable which is belong from the class. So those variable are called as a class variable. So I just create the sal is equals to 20,000 and name is equals to ABC. Okay, so I just initialize that particular constructor, that particular variables by assigning some value. In my previous video lecture, I just give the example like xyz, and I put here the get data function. Okay, instead of using the name of get data, I just use the name, that is nothing but the class name. So it is I follow the first rule, that is the name of that particular function, it is nothing but the class name. So I follow the first rule for defining the function. The next one is like void show. Okay, now second rule, it does not having the any return type, not even a void. So I cannot write the void here, whereas I defining the function here whose name is show. It is not similar as a class name, so that it is nothing but it is not a constructor, it is a function. So that's why it is a function, that's why it is belonging to the return type or void. Okay. After that the parameter list is empty. Write down system dot out dot println and the salary is sal equals to plus sal. I just display the salary. Now I display the name by using this second line. Okay, this is the particular difference between the constructor and function. Here I follow the rules. First rule, the name of the function should be same as class name. I follow first rule. Second rule, which does not have any return type, not even a void, whereas I defining the function here, so I have to write the void. Okay, so how we can call this function? For calling the function and constructor, I have to create the object, and those object is created in main class. So I have to write the xyz main. After that, public static void main. This is the prototype for the main function, whereas the command line argument, that is string args type array. Okay. After that, I have to create the object of xyz class. The prototype of creating the object, that is nothing but the class name, then object name, then new operator, then again class name. Okay, this is the statement which is create the object. So what is the third rule? We doesn't have to call the constructor by using the object. So that means the x dot xyz, this statement is wrong. Why? Because it is a constructor and it is called implicitly, not explicitly. So when I create the object xyz x by using the default constructor, so this constructor automatically called. Okay, I does not have to call this constructor by using the object. Okay, so this is my third rule. And what is the fourth rule? It is used to initialize the object. We are initialize the object here. So I have to call just one function, that is show. Okay. Why I called the show function by using the object? Because it is a function and it is a constructor. Okay. When I execute this particular program by using the Java C xyz main dot Java, after entering Java xyz main, so it gives the two statement, that is sal and salary. In my next lecture, I just explain the parameterized constructor, how we can use the parameterized constructor in our class, and the constructor overloading. So keep watching, be safe. Thank you.